Hi friends, how are you? Fine. So we are dealing with Francis Bacon, the essayist. Francis Bacon's method, his matter, his manner, his style, isn't it? Now today the focus is on influences on Francis Bacon. You have got a list of them, you will see. Don't be astounded and surprised by this list. You can see that there were Romans who influenced him. Romans influenced him, actually he read all that, chewed and digested. There's some books are to be tasted, some are to be swallowed, and some others are to be chewed and digested. So he actually chewed and digested the books of these authors. Imagine, already I told you 30 long years. So I just read out these names: Cicero, Seneca, Plutarch, Livy, Virgil, Ovid, the two Pliny's. Then we have got this Suetonius, Lucretius, Lucian, Caesar, Lucan, Plautus, Terence, Horace, Martial. They are Roman authors whom he read, he digested. See, the result is this essays, 58 essays. Then among the Greeks, Plato, Homer, Herodotus, and Aristotle. Among the fathers of the church, St. Augustine and St. Bernard. Among the Frenchmen, Rabelais, Michel Monday, and also this Philip Cummins. So these are the people. See the range you can see. From the classical world to the vernacular world. Vernacular world means French is considered to be a vernacular language. Classical world to the vernacular world, yes. Now continues this. It's only just part of it. Italians and the Bible, Vulgate for example, V-U-L-G-A-T, it means a common man, the translation meant for common man, and the authorized version. So then you can imagine that the range of Bacon's thoughts, readings, chewing and digesting. Today the other two main points are his manner of introduction and opening. He is a good opener. Like a very experienced person. You know, cricket, you need the opener is a very important person. Isn't it? So Bacon's manner of introduction, it is said that it's of an experienced debater, an excellent opener. See, opening sentences arrest your attention. You are walking, then when you hear this, suddenly you feel like stopping. For example, of revenge. Revenge is a kind of wild justice. Pointed, very pointed, no? That he learned from Tacitus. Sometimes it is an apt quotation of truth. What is truth? Suggesting Pilate and did not wait for an answer. Oh, I have time and again thought of this. After reading this, I used to simply sit down and meditate on this. What is truth? Suggesting Pilate and did not wait for an answer. Isn't it? Another one. Sometimes it is a great thought inimitably said in speech. Nobody can imitate it. God Almighty first planted a garden of gardens. It's a jewel. Jewel-like sentences that open this. So it's an excellent opener. Experienced, practiced debater. So that's a point that you can easily remember. Yes. Then it says his model of brief and pointed expression is Tacitus, no doubt, whom he read wholly with diligence and attention of studies. Attention. Tacitus, number one. He is an English Tacitus. He is known as English Tacitus. And then you have got this list here. Seneca, Roman Cicero, Seneca, Plutarch, Livy, Virgil, Ovid, the two Pliny's, Suetonius, Lucretius, Lucian, Caesar, Lucan, Plautus, Terence, Horace, Martial, the Greeks, Plato, Homer, Herodotus, Aristotle, and the fathers of the church, St. Augustine, St. Bernard, and the Frenchman Rabelais, master of satire, scoffing, Rabelais, and then Michel Montaigne, and also a historian, Philippe de Comines, Frenchman. So the list, after that list, we have seen that you will find that Aristotle, you will find in the list more Romans than Greeks. That is, the Plutarch was a favorite Greek author with Bacon, as he was with Shakespeare in the also for other Elizabethans. Plutarch, how many stories Shakespeare has taken from Plutarch? Understand? Among the fathers of the church we have seen already. Among the Frenchmen, he alluded to Rabelais as a master of scoffing. Master of scoffing means satire. Serious fooling is satire, isn't it? Satire. Of unity of religion. The story of Charles the Bold of friendship, he took from Thomas Dennett's admirable English translation, The History of Philip de Comines, Knight Lord of Ashington. The Thomas Dennett's admirable English translation, The History of Philip de Comines, Knight Lord Ashington. So French word. French words like. See, for example, you write like this, no? Here, where is R? R-I-B-E-L-I-A-S. How do you pronounce it? Rabelais. The last syllable is lost. C-A-L-I-S. You might have come across now. See the name of a pot, and the Frenchman will pronounce it as Calais. Calais. So that D-N-O-U-E-M-E-N-D is French word. It is pronounced as denouement. Denouement. So that is French. I don't know much of French. Some words like this. Also. Again, he alludes from the same history. He alludes or he speaks about Louis the 11th, a serene, dispassionate, philosophical, and account of that Machiavellian prince. The Machiavellian prince Louis XI is referred that he took from this history translation. Bacon actually, after Tacitus, Tacitus of course was his first historian. The second one was Comines. And then from Montaigne, father of essay, father of English essay is Bacon. And from Montaigne, Bacon adopted the idea of popularizing moral philosophy, very, very important. Popularizing moral philosophy. Moral philosophy is, you can see, a monopoly of theologians, moral theologians. But Montaigne popularized it, made it simple for common people. And that Bacon followed. Montaigne had discovered delightfully the philosophy of common things. He had that the ability to see that the pleasure of, to finding the pleasure in philosophy of common things. The delightfully he found it, that's it. Delightfully he found it. And then he used it for Frenchmen. And Montaigne is personal. I told you the other day also. The direct inheritor of Montaigne's style is Charles Lamb. Dream Children. You remember now? Dream Children is personal. Well, the end of that, if you after reading Dream Children, if you don't shed a few tears for the plight of Charles Lamb, you are not a human being. If you are not ready, you must read it, definitely. So that is personal. But Bacon is impersonal. So it's not the experience of life, not his life. The House of Commons was his school. And all these books that he has learned. So the philosophy of life. Bacon's philosophy of life is nearly as impersonal as Shakespeare's. What What you find in the dramas of Shakespeare is not Shakespeare's experience. Somebody else's. Shakespeare was not Othello, Shakespeare was not Hamlet, Shakespeare was not King Lear, and Shakespeare was not Macbeth. But you find that, what do you call what Essayist would tell us later, the third voice of poetry. Third voice of poetry. That is dramatic poetry. That is the third voice of poetry. Okay? The first voice is lyric, second is dramatic monologue, and the third is drama. Three voices of poetry, three series. So that is, as far as Bacon and Shakespeare are concerned, they are always playing with the third voice of poetry. I hope that you follow that. Shakespeare, it is brief, almost blunt. It has a remote air, as if it was Seneca had indeed inspired it. Seneca, remote air, not personal, something impersonal. See, when you say revenge is a kind of wild justice, the definition of revenge, that's not his opinion. God Almighty first planted a garden. That is a remote opinion. Such as a remote air. Studies are for delight, for ornament and ability. He doesn't say it's my opinion, but it is somebody else's opinion. And this third person, third voice, probably he might have inherited from the style of Seneca. The love of classical learning. The breadth of view of benevolence, breadth of view. Benevolence and wit are qualities. Benevolence means looking at things with a good eye. That is benevolence. Bene means good, volence means will, with a good will. That is benevolence. Wit are qualities which distinguish alike the essays of Michel de Montaigne. There is another great man, Michel de Foucault. Michel Foucault. So this is Michel de Montaigne and also Francis Bacon. In his essays you find that, isn't it? So you find moral philosophy taken to the common man's hut. That's only figurative way of saying his residence, hut. Or the streets. From the ivory towers of theological disputations, moral philosophy has been brought down to the common man on the streets. And for that the credit should go to, in France it is Michel Montaigne, and in England it is Francis Bacon. The benevolence, the wit, see that? The classical learning, classical quotation, we have already seen. No? Then the breadth of view. Revenge is a kind of wild justice. What else is required? Or who else can give a more blunt definition of revenge? So these are points that you should note when you are writing an essay on the style of Francis Bacon. So you can see that every essay there is a philosophic summing up. Every essay, at the end of it. And this philosophic summing up, he learned from Michel Montaigne, his French master, if you can say called. So these are the main points today. Mainly we have seen, as the title says, Sir Francis Bacon, the essays, influences that made him a full man. Reading maketh a full man. Writing an exact man. Conference a ready man. And then we have seen the manner of his introduction, a good opener. Second point, brief and pointed expressions. Brief and pointed expressions. Again we can say revenge is a kind of wild justice. See, brief and pointed expression. That is, Then you have got the list of Romans, the list of Greeks, list of fathers, a list of Frenchmen, and you see 3 quotations. Revenge is a kind of wild justice. What is truth? Said Justin Pilate, and did not wait. I would not wait for an answer. God Almighty first planted a garden of gardens. This is all truth. This is it. I think I have been following these points. So you can say the opening, brief, pointed experiences. A third point you can say philosophic summing up. So this is third influences, and fourth point philosophic summing up. Every essay is like that. In every essay you will find the conclusion. Just one sentence it may be, but it is philosophy. Just weight of philosophy. I think that you like it. You like my lectures and you are following. In that case, you must definitely share this with your friends also. Because Bacon is probably the only one of the authors whom I think no university can make it optional. Every university, academic studies, literature, Bacon must be a compulsory topic. Bacon and his essays. Maybe a number of essays may change. I have already taken 21 essays, and the remaining I will continue. But in between, I thought I should also tell you about the qualities of Bacon's essays, language, approaches, ideas, influences, and so on. That's why in between I got it. Understand? It's a kind of consider this as a academic intervention or interference, whatever you can call it. But this is also important now. When you read the essays, then you can remember this point: philosophic summing up, opener, good opener, pointed expressions, isn't it? And then all the other thing, Essayist, polite, urban style. Those things I think that, sorry, I told you. I like that. Remember the matter, the manner, the way he developed, things like that. You can think of when you are answering a question, Bacon's style. Bacon as an essayist. See you again. Bye. Till then, have a nice time. Take things easy and enjoy your life.